Hold on to your paddles, folks, because I'm about to blow your mind with some numbers. Pickleball has exploded from a casual backyard game to America's fastest growing sport with a staggering 311% increase in players over just 3 years. We're talking about almost 20 million Americans now playing the sport. Those are people who've discovered what might be the most addictive racket sport ever invented. And right here in our backyard in Mundelein, Illinois, we've got something pretty special that just opened its doors. The Picklr, not Kelly Picklr, it's a place, the Picklr. So if you've been wondering what all this pickleball fuss is about, or if you're already obsessed and looking for the perfect place to play, stick around. I'm about to give you the complete insider's guide to Lake County's newest sports phenomenon. Let me start with some mind-blowing statistics that'll make you understand why everyone from your 25-year-old nephew to your 70-year-old neighbor is suddenly carrying a paddle. According to the Sports and Fitness Industry Association, pickleball participation has grown 52% from 2022 to 2023 and a mind-boggling 224% over just 3 years. But here's where it gets really interesting. Forget everything you thought you knew about pickleball being just for retirees. The average age of pickleball players is now 34.8 years old, and get this, 70% of avid pickleball players are between 18 and 44 years old. The largest demographic, ages 25 to 34, with 2.3 million players. This isn't your grandparents' game anymore. We're talking about a sport that's generating serious money too. The global pickleball market was worth $1.5 billion in 2023 and is projected to reach $4.5 billion by 2033. That's an 11.3 compound annual growth rate that would make most tech stocks jealous. So, what's the secret sauce? Why is everyone losing their minds over what looks like tennis played with ping pong paddles? Having not played it myself, I can't tell you that it's the perfect storm of accessibility, strategy, and pure fun. I just have to tell you that it is from people who have played it, like my buddy Dave Flores, who is an avid pickleball player, and my friend Kathy Nam, who literally plays every day. First, it's easy to learn. You can pick up the basics in about 15 minutes, but the strategy and skill development can keep you engaged for years. The court is smaller than tennis, 44 feet long and 20 feet wide, so there's less running around, making it accessible to people of all fitness levels. Second, it's social. This is one of the few sports where beginners can play alongside experienced players and still have a blast. The scoring system and gameplay naturally create opportunities for conversation and camaraderie. And third, and this is the key, it's competitive without being intimidating. The underhand serve and the kitchen or non-volley zone create a unique dynamic that rewards strategy over pure power. Now, you might be thinking, great, but where can I play this magical sport, Pete? Well, that's where the Picklr in Mundelein comes in. And let me tell you, this place is not messing around. The Picklr opened in Mundelein in November 2024 at 1555 South Lake Street, and it's part of a franchise that's absolutely crushing it nationwide. The Picklr has sold over 500 locations across the United States, Canada, and Japan since launching their franchise model in March 2023. They've got partnerships with industry heavyweights like the Professional Pickleball Association, Nike Sports Camps, and even former NFL quarterback Drew Brees as a franchisee. And here's what makes the Picklr different from just throwing some lines on a tennis court and calling it pickleball. They've created what they call the most valuable membership in pickleball. We're talking about 8 premium indoor courts with professional grade surfaces, state-of-the-art sound mitigation systems, premium lighting and climate control. No more worrying about the weather or playing on subpar surfaces. Let me paint you a picture of what you're walking into at the Picklr Mundelein. These aren't your basic recreation courts. They've got pro-level courts with state-of-the-art surfacing, fenced-off courts with black walls and professional spotlighting. The sound baffling means you can actually have a conversation without shouting over the pop, pop, pop of other games. The facility features luxurious locker rooms. And when I say luxurious, I mean it. These aren't your typical gym locker rooms. They've got wood finishes and amenities that make you feel like you're at a high-end health club, not just a place to change your shoes. And then there's the Pro Shop, the one-stop shop for everything pickleball. Whether you need a new paddle, and trust me, paddle technology keeps getting better and better and more sophisticated, balls, apparel, or even snacks and drinks, they've got you covered. Here's where the Picklr gets really smart. Instead of the typical pay-per-court model that can get expensive fast, they operate on an unlimited membership model. One membership gets you access to leagues, tournaments, clinics, open play, and court reservations. Think about it. If you're playing pickleball twice a week, which is pretty common once you get hooked, or like my friend Kathy, every day, Paying per court time adds up quickly. With the Picklr's membership model, you know exactly what you're spending each month, and the more you play, the better the value gets. They're also open from 6 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. That means whether you're an early bird who wants to get in a game before work, or a night owl who prefers evening play, they've got you covered. But here's what really sets the Picklr apart from just being a place with courts. The programming. They're not just renting you court time, they're building a community. They offer Junior Academy for adults and Adult Academy for grown-ups. Funny how they named it. Whether you're a complete beginner who's never held a paddle or an experienced player looking to take your game to the next level, they've got structured programs designed to help you improve. The leagues are where the real magic happens. There's something about organized league play that transforms pickleball from a casual game to a genuine passion. You start caring about your rating, strategizing with your partner, and yes, probably buying better equipment than you initially planned. It's just money. They also host tournaments throughout the year, including fun-themed events like the Picklr Heritage Cup, a wood paddle tournament that celebrates the sport's humble origins. These aren't just serious competitive events, they're community celebrations that bring people together. Now, let's talk about dollars and cents, because I know what you're already wondering about. The Picklr operates on a membership level, which means you pay a monthly or annual fee for unlimited access to their facilities and programs. While I couldn't find the exact pricing for Mundelein, these things tend to vary a little bit by location and market. Industry standards for similar facilities range from about $89 to $149 per month for unlimited play. Now, before you faint at those numbers, consider this. If you were paying $20 to $30 per hour for court time elsewhere and playing just twice a week, you'd easily spend $160 to $240 per month. Suddenly, that unlimited membership starts looking pretty smart. Plus, remember that your membership includes access to all the programming, leagues, tournaments, and clinics. It's not just about the court time, it's the complete pickleball experience. One thing that I love about the Picklr franchise model is that each location is individually owned and operated by people who are genuinely passionate about the sport. These aren't corporate suits who've never picked up a paddle. These are local business owners who live right here in the community who chose pickleball because they loved it. The franchise attracts serious athletes and sports enthusiasts. Remember, Drew Brees, the former NFL quarterback, is a franchisee. That tells you something about the level of professionalism and sports-specific knowledge that goes into these facilities. Here's the thing about the Picklr Mundelein's timing. It's absolutely perfect. They opened in November 2024, right as pickleball is hitting its stride, but before the market becomes oversaturated with facilities. Consider this, there are now over 16,210 places to play pickleball in the US, but that still represents significant undersupply. The 2024 State of Pickleball report indicates that an estimated $855 million of investment is still needed nationwide to build enough courts to meet demand. Translation, if you want to get into pickleball, now is the time, and having a premium facility like the Picklr right here in Lake County is a huge advantage. The Picklr Mundelein isn't just another recreation facility. It's part of a larger trend that's transforming how we think about fitness and recreation. While traditional gyms have been struggling, activity-specific facilities like this are thriving because they offer something gyms can't. Community, competition, and skill development all wrapped in one experience. For Lake County residents, this means we now have access to the same caliber of pickleball facility you'd find in major metropolitan areas without having to drive to Chicago or Milwaukee or St. Louis, or Detroit, or Des Moines, or I can't think of any other cities. Now, I should mention that the Picklr Mundelein isn't the only game in town when it comes to pickleball. There are other facilities in the area, and I'm going to cover some of those, but they each have their own approach. But what sets Picklr apart is the combination of premium facilities, comprehensive programming, and the backing of a franchise system that's clearly figured out the formula for success. The franchise has partnerships with major brands and organizations in the pickleball world. When you play at the Picklr, you're not just playing at a local facility, you're part of a national network of serious pickleball players. One thing that impressed me about the Picklr concept is their use of technology. They've got booking systems that make reserving courts simple. They use data to optimize scheduling and programming. The lighting and court surfaces are specifically designed for pickleball, not just converted tennis courts with different lines. The acoustics are engineered to reduce noise while maintaining the satisfying pop of a good paddle to ball contact. These might seem like small details, but when you're playing regularly, these things should make a huge difference in your experience. So, who is the Picklr Mundelein perfect for? Based on what I've learned about their model and the sports demographics, here's my take. If you're between 25 and 45, especially if you played tennis, racquetball, or other racket sports in the past, you're going to love pickleball. The strategy and competitiveness will hook you immediately. If you're looking for a social fitness activity that's more engaging than going to the gym, pickleball is perfect. You get a great workout without feeling like you're exercising. If you're competitive, but don't have time for travel and time commitment of tennis leagues, pickleball gives you that competitive fix in a more accessible format. And if you're someone who gets bored with fitness routines easily, the constant skill development and social aspect of pickleball will keep you engaged long term. From a pure investment standpoint, getting into pickleball now, especially at a premium facility, is smart. The sport is still rapidly growing, but it's past the pure novelty phase. Equipment, instruction, and facilities are all improving rapidly. Your membership at the Picklr isn't just buying you court time, it's buying you access to a community and a sport that's likely to be part of your life for years to come. Plus, as the sport continues to grow and become more mainstream, having established connections in the pickleball community could lead to all sorts of opportunities. Now, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't mention some potential considerations. The membership model means you're committing to a monthly expense whether you use it or not. If you're someone who struggles with consistency in fitness facilities, make sure you're realistic about how often you'll play. The sport can also be addictive, and I mean that literally. I've seen people become absolutely obsessed, playing every day, traveling to tournaments, and spending hundreds or thousands of dollars on equipment. You could follow people who even commentate on pickleball, like Michelle McMahon. She's pretty amazing, and her Instagram channel is fun, showing pickleball and her lifestyle. Well, all I'm saying is just be aware of the rabbit hole that you might be jumping into. There's also the injury factor, especially for those who are aging. While pickleball is generally considered easier on the body than tennis, the rapid growth and participation has led to an increase in pickleball-related injuries, especially among older players or those jumping in without proper conditioning. Now, if you're intrigued and want to check out the Picklr Mundelein, here's what I'd recommend. First, visit their website or call them at their location at 1555 South Lake Street. They likely offer trial memberships or guest passes that'll let you try the facility before committing to a full membership. If you're completely new to pickleball, consider taking a beginner clinic. Trust me, 15 minutes of instruction will save you hours of bad habits. Start with the basic equipment. You don't need a $250 paddle to begin with. But don't use the wooden paddle that you have left over from your old ping pong set either. Most importantly, embrace the learning curve. Pickleball looks simple, but there's real strategy and skill development involved. The people who stick with it are those who enjoy the process of getting better, not just those looking for casual recreation. What we're seeing with the Picklr and pickleball's explosive growth is part of a larger trend in fitness and recreation. People are moving away from traditional gyms and toward activity-specific communities. Whether it's CrossFit boxes, climbing gyms, or pickleball facilities, people want to be part of something that combines fitness with social interaction and skill development. The Picklr Mundelein represents the maturation of this trend in our area. It's not just a place to play, it's a hub for growing a community of people who've discovered that fitness doesn't have to be boring. Whether you're looking for just a new way to stay active, or you miss the competitive aspects of sports that you used to play, or you just want to see what all the fuss is about, the Picklr Mundelein is worth checking out. The sport is growing, the facilities are here, and the community is welcoming. The only question is, are you ready to join the pickleball revolution? Dreaming of Disney but worried about the cost? Meet Just the Essential Disney Hacks. This compact guide is your ticket to a magical vacation without the villainous price tag. Learn insider tips on saving money on everything from tickets to meals. Discover how to maximize fun while minimizing your expenses. Don't let budget fears keep you from creating unforgettable family memories. Get Just the Essential Disney Hacks today and start planning the Disney trip you've always wanted at a price you can afford.